So in the last episode, which I dubbed Homecoming, because I thought it was rather appropriate, we bought the proper farm. So what we're going to do now is, well, I think a little bit of that. Let's just check. Actually, I think animals. Yeah, definitely animals first. Yes, I have. Let's take the Sammy, the big Sammy. And let's run to the animals and let's get some animal up there. And then we're going to have a bit of fun. What I do enjoy doing, which is the going over to that, and I love looking around with the setting up the farms and the yards and putting the mods and stuff like that, and it's a really enjoyable part of the Let's Play to me. And also thinking through, as I said before, mod placement, best place for things to go. So so, midwinter. Midwinter, and we are pretty much at the point that I truthfully hoped we would be, although I really didn't know that we were going to be able to afford. In fact, I didn't even plan on the original farmyard, the original farm at all. I didn't realise how close we were to it, so that's, I love the way that this is actually developing. It's not through forethought or design, more through a growth, a natural growth, and I do like that. Ooh, manure, yes. That was the plan, wasn't it? Let's get this up. We also need to get the Volvo, which I believe, if I recall correctly, is that the biogas plant. Some TMR, and then we'll not to get too close, want to get the Volvo, get that mess cleaned up. Oh, brilliant. That is excellent. Let's go and rushing at the Volvo. Let's climb the gate. I've had a look today. Really am enjoying creating this content, if I'm honest. I'm looking at my next map. Not that I'm anywhere near to the point where this is accomplished what we wish to accomplish, but it's nice sometimes to have an idea of where you're going. Look at this, because it was, I didn't realise that once you'd repainted this, let's check if fixing it, amazing, I've repainted that. Do I have to keep repainting it? This is ridiculous. Even I didn't realise that happened. keep spending 1,767 every few... Oh wow. That is quite a high cost to the second-hand equipment mod if you're going to have to keep painting every few... literally painted a couple of days ago. It would then at some point become more than the original mod if you'd have bought it brand new. At which point you do seriously wonder, because there are quite a few disadvantages. I think that's a little bit imbalanced. But I do understand that, obviously, as you would. I mean, I've always going to have the age of the equipment, no matter how much you repair it, no matter how much it's still old. Now, I understand that. That's why you're getting a cheaper price to begin with. I understand that if you reset the mod and did what a lot of people do, resetting it back to the shop, then obviously you're going to lose condition, you're going to lose fuel. I understand that. I think that's all fair. But I've already resprayed that. Why is it being damaged again when a new machine doesn't get damaged like that? Or am I wrong? Seasons follow that way? I shall have to investigate, and I will shush my mouth. I might be wrong. Right. So we need to drop the... Oh, got the help menu on. I played a little bit for fun on one of my own Let's Plays earlier on Erlingrats. Just bought my lorry and a large trailer to do the manure. Right, let's drop this off. Typical winter's day in Britain. I bet actually it could be a lot colder than that, but let's get this clean up. Let's see if we can get this right. So then, oh, I've done it again, just get into the habit. I will eventually remember that that is a right side leave. Right, okay then, so spot on. Newer. Right, so we need to... I know what we're going to do. We'll do what we did last time. We will tip this. Force dump it. At least this time you'll see me do this, because this is the second missing episode, the one where my recording never took, where I actually did this same thing of dumping, and then literally I was quite well behaved It even washed the trailer down after I'd gone from the manure to total mixed ration, just so as it was totally in harmony with what you would do in real life if you were using the same trailer for food and manure. Doing that right thing again. This is what I was talking to you about. It literally goes right up to the top. I've never seen this do this on this particular mod, and I've used it an awful lot. It usually is more, I don't know why it's doing this, going so heavily to the right. It usually is more, it's nothing wrong with it, obviously. It's not doing anything bad. It's weird. It usually does an even spread. Absolutely fantastic mod. As I say, I do like to mix it up. I think everybody does, even though I think that mowing and baling is the way to go, for the fact that obviously then if you were using a loading wagon, or even the milling machine has a cheap loading wagon, then you can still obviously lose the grass out of the trailer, so you've got to be careful. You've either got to do what I've seen a few content creators do, which is mow, if you really keep your eye on the weather. That's obviously the #1 tip, which is what caught me out earlier in this Let's Play. If you mowed your entire field and it was just about to rain, then seriously that is going to cause you so much grief, and you are definitely going to lose. That's I remember seeing one episode of Mr. CP's on Six Ashes where that's exactly what happened, and it's heartbreaking. It really is, when you can literally see the grass dissolving before your eyes. So, yeah. And it does catch everybody out. In the perfect world, we would all pay perfect attention to the weather, but unfortunately, especially if you're a content creator and you're chattering to your subscribers, those watching your videos, you are paying a lot of attention, as I've found out myself, to speaking to, so you're doing something and speaking at the same time, which obviously if you're just playing a Let's Play yourself, you're concentrating on tasks and all the rest of it, whereas you're splitting your concentration. So far in this Let's Play, obviously although we have expanded, it's been an expansion that's not been, it's a compromised expansion, it's a balanced expansion where the equipment that we've actually got is perhaps not the equipment that you would have wanted to choose. It's modded, it's done for cheapness. Obviously that's, eventually I do wish this to go to the point where we can actually get in the equipment that we want, not what we have to have because we need to buy cheaply. Or not that I'm knocking any of the mods or equipment we have. I actually really do like this, the bigger Sammy. It's a really nice tractor. But what I mean is, it's not like you go through, oh, I want the Sintrac, I want to show you guys about the Sintrac. There's no way I could have afforded to do that and get the expansion. So it is compromise. It's about expanding what you need to expand first, about a balance, and that's another aspect that I've tried to show throughout this. It's not about the equipment that I would want, it's about the equipment that I need to get the job done. The Volvo, I would have liked a front loader. I prefer front loaders to wheel loaders, and I really would have preferred to have done that. But again, it's £8,000 the Volvo is. You just cannot argue with that. It really is. Speed time up a bit so that this flows well between me dropping this first load off and getting the second load. Yeah, because that's still going to be quite high. In fact, let's stick it up to 60 while we're going to get the second load. I said, it would be nice in this the second year, the second season at our steadily growing farm. I will call it a farm now because it's not just a single field as it was in the beginning, or then it grew to a couple of fields, and then we really have expanded to 4 fields, and we've got the cows, and now we've got the farmyard with 2 more arable fields. We've not got the equipment to manage arable yet, but that is the plan. We have got a little bit of winter left before we get a bit of a payout from the manure. We've got obviously the rest of the winter with the payouts from things like manure, which really is all that I will get through winter. That's why if you were going to do animals, there's that certain point in the year where it starts to turn around that you truly got to. Let's turn the time down a bit because it's going to be pitch black. Let's switch some lights on. Yeah, there does come a certain point in the year where I've got to turn to animals, because in seasons it's all about that balance of preparing. You've also got to think ahead with seasons. It's not a matter of doing just one thing, it really is. Some manure of this as I'm driving away, because we all know the range on that thing is an absolutely fantastic. Right, that might actually do its job then. I was wondering why it was suddenly not doing so well. It is amazing with the milling machine though how a good trailer, there are some trailers are better at this than others. Some are a bit glitchy where the milling machine doesn't. The V-News is one of the best trailers I've ever found for manure, and also for if you're going to use the milling machine as a cheap loading wagon, which again, if you were going to start from scratch, you've got to be creative, you've got to think on your feet, you've got to do things. Perhaps differently than you want to, because again it's that trying to be creative with very little money. So yeah, I really would love to try to have one Let's Play where my starting lineup is just Vent GTs, and that is going to be quite hard. Yeah. And again, that's going to require quite a lot of creativity on my part, because if I was going to do that, I would have to chip them. I think if you chip the FET GTs, they have a 90 horsepower. That is reasonable enough to have most sort of smaller sized pieces of equipment to manage at the beginning. I think we could actually get away with almost all things. Definitely wouldn't next time be going for the long windrower plus baler wrapper. I'm not saying I wouldn't go for the baler wrapper. I'm really quite impressed with that, as I've said quite frequently, with the way that always rolls them flat. That is a huge advantage over the cast roll-up, which has been my go-to and favourite up to this date, to be honest. It's as well as how reasonably priced it is, which is a big advantage. But also you've still got to think long term, even if that's slightly dearer, especially if the first year you go in the grassroots to expand from the start from scratch. Yeah. Right. So we're actually going to get 2 and a bit loads, which is fantastic. Still wrong. Let's Yeah. 5 left. Ah, I haven't got that selected. I think I was closer than yeah. Digest actually, built with perfect. That was absolutely perfect. Look at that. 40,000. So let's go get that last one. We still are going to have to speed time up a little bit. We'll just go to 30 times. It's going to be into the evening quite a bit, but I have got my indicator on, haven't I? Hear it click, click, clicking. Oh no, it's going in the corner. Right, smashing it. Yes, I'm already thinking of my starting lineup for the next Let's Play, and as I said, I think I'm going to go for something I've never done before, which is a complete Fendt GT lineup. I do love the little Fendt GTs. I think I'm going to have all my front attacher, and then my standard 2 that I use for mowers and for everything else, so yeah. That's what I think I'm going to do. Have to pick my equipment very carefully based upon horsepower. Go for smaller equipment. But as I said, it isn't about big equipment. It's one thing I have realised. Even with the sower planter that I've been going with, the Optima Universal, love that 4.5 metre. Take it even down narrow roads and things like that, so I do love that. It's weird, it seems to be such a good... When you're in cab, it doesn't seem to perform as well. You've got to come out of cab, and then all of a sudden this works properly as it should do. Oh no, it is working properly. Me being impatient, or being in the wrong place. Making presumptuous statements. I can't believe I didn't realise we would get 3. Nearly 3, very close to 3. That is amazing. Let's sniff that up. Let's change. I'm just going to drop that at the end there. It's not really terribly in the way. Animals are quite amazing at being able to avoid things like that. Just find this amazing when, even if you know where the fields are, the field entrance are at night when it's this dark, always total. It's pure luck they actually found that. just saying it's such a big tractor, even this, to pull 40 tons from scratch, it does take a while for it to build up momentum, which is would be true. Especially as I've said before, the V-Hughes actual trailer itself is very heavy. It's a very well made trailer. Very heavy in itself, even without anything in it. Let's try and select that this time, I might actually do better. I need to back up if I position it correctly. There we go. Maybe it should pop at some point. Ooh, very excellent. Right. Right. Well, for the first time ever, I've got one correction to make, and that is I've got to sell the doormat, because now we can actually go home to the farm, which is legitimately ours. So let's just drop this trailer off. In fact, no, let's just take it. We'll bring it back in the morning. This is our first grand entrance to the farm. That's the sneaky way through the side field. This next entrance there. So here we go on the right. Let's see what's different at night. It's a fine. Any second. Go to our proper new home. So, true homecoming. We'll leave that gate open. Right, okay then. Switch our lights off. Get out and switch the torch on. Right, excellent. So we'll pick the keys up. Let's go on in. That's supposed to be. It always shows you in the middle of this room. So let's just see if we can find the. Oh, come on, please tell me. Ah, there we go. What time are we at? 6 o'clock, so 12 hours, 14 hours, full 14 hours. Oh. What are we going to get from the biogas? Wow, 53,500. Amazing. Right. Excellent. That's phenomenal. I am blown away. Oh, I'm trying to go through the one door. Wow, it's still dark even at 20 past 8. Let's just speed time up for an hour and take it to 9. So that you guys can see better, because it is definitely a little bit dark. Right. Being as I know there's a sneaky... I could spin around actually, couldn't it? Nah, I know what I wanted to do. This is what I actually wanted to do earlier. Let's have a bit of fun. Right. Let us do a bit of mucking around now. Let's get rid of the doormats. And we are going to keep the house, obviously. So let's sell the doormat. And the one thing we're going to do is sell, now that we do own it properly, the farm silo, which if I'm right, actually has got stuff in it as well. Yeah, it has. Okay. That is going to give us, yeah, quite a lot of money. But let's immediately put the silo that I discussed with you guys a couple of episodes ago. I want it in harmony with what was there originally. I don't want anything big. Where's the little compact storage gone? Oh, there it is. Whew, that panicked me a bit. I would go for the small storage, but you can see it's going to be too large, I would have thought, for this. Let's have a look. Let's not presume. Yeah, I think so personally. You got on the other one you just had the grate, and then you've got the 2 tanks now and the additional storage. It's going to come out far into this yard, as I said, was almost perfect, so I want to get this right. It was the grate and then just the additional tank at the side is not going to make much of a difference, but yeah, that's almost exactly the same as before, and I need to get this right. It's the coming out of the vehicles, isn't it? In fact, do you know something? I think it'll be better if the grate is on that side. You're more in the middle. That's got quite a bit of a drop off on that side. Let me just check the back. Don't want to be going through the hedge by a lot. No, that's about spot on. I'm just going to switch the help menu on for a minute. Oh, perfect. That's perfectly flat, so we're not wasting anything. I think that's about spot on. It's got a lot of runoff on both sides for getting vehicles on and off, so let's place that. Right, so yeah, I'm happy with that. Do I need to do any work on the ground? No. Perfectly flat, as I said. Yeah, I'm pleased with that. That's good. Excellent. So we've got a silo and a multi-fruit silo at that. So that's I do think we have got to I would like another container mod over here, or a one for all, but the container I like because it does the fertilizers as well. Now then, if I stuck it here, this is wasted area. Wouldn't be bad here. This is quite a big area, so we're not going to lose anything off the field or a turnaround if we put it right next to that hedge, and it's also then close to this and also those 2 grass fields over there, being as we've still got those, which is fantastic that we didn't need to do that. Let's just place that mod. So it's another container mod. £1 a day. You cannot beat that type of price. That is phenomenal. So I could have literally put it over there somewhere, but this is more, I don't know, actually thinking about it. Is that the better way? Because that's not wasted near where those trees are. Because you've got the path and you're never going to... I think it is actually thinking about it. You're closer to the farmyard itself. Also, actually, I prefer it that way. Wouldn't matter if you did tuck the container into the trees, would it really? I want it close to the edge of the field though, so that you can actually get to the trigger without... Let me just... Yeah, I'm not through the hedge at all. That's not bad. Yeah, that is about spot on, and that's perfectly flat as well. Excellent. Right, let's go and open the art. I know you don't have to, but I always love opening the doors on this. Just so it looks a bit more realistic. Oh, I'm too close to the gate trigger. Haha. There we go. I love seeing that. Oh, I don't like seeing that though. That's one thing I've noticed I haven't got yet, and that is a chainsaw. So I know this is going to probably annoy some people, but just can't always. You've got to remember this is a game as well. So being a Star Wars buff, you just can't resist having a chainsaw like that, can you really? I'm just going to chop this branch off. I know it's, I think it's Sith colours, isn't it, red, but I'd just like right, that's just, yeah, there we go. Oh, we still have got some weird tree bits coming in, but we'll turn a blind eye to that and pretend that we can't see it. I don't want to get sidetracked. Right, okay, so we have got, oh no, wow, that is amazing money, 163,000, and not only have we got that, but let's just have a look. It's animal time again, isn't it? Yeah, it is. Let's go do the animals while we've got literally running out of I've got about 10 minutes left on my timer. I'm trying to pay attention to my time at this time a little bit better, so let's go and do the animals, and I think we'll do the digestate next time, because I don't think we're going to have time to do the 2 or 3 runs, but we will go and see how much we've got. I am intrigued myself to see how much digestate we've actually got from all this. Midwinter 04. Two more days left. I still haven't had a chance to check in my editing, because it's bizarre. I could have sworn we were on 05 in autumn, and then it went to winter 1. Whether I am just totally misnoticing something, which is probably what happened. It just, to me, that seems to be what I remember. It's bizarre. Right, let's grab that tail mix ration off the floor. The eagle-eyed monster will realise that I actually didn't. Let's just get a little bit. I didn't clean the trailer, did I, this time? Typically when you guys were watching, which is about right. Let's go for about 15,000 to 20,000. Oh, plonker. Talk about not thinking things through very well. Still haven't washed it over. I don't know. Mr. Smith, that was ridiculous. Start the involvement, which is over here, I remember. Let's do the water. Let's some straw. Yeah, there's a lovely progress ration there. Somebody threw down on the field. Decapitating the back cows. That is a seriously bad idea. let's go and just have a final look at the state of the digestate. Now, did I leave the... I would have left that on the slurry yard one to say to pick that up. Yeah, I can see it over the fence. Let's go grab that and let's shut this field. Gate. And let's switch that off before it annoys everybody. Let's show a certain degree of professionalism. Let's have a little bit of a... Very quick. That was silly. Sometimes you just have to... Could have been gone spectacularly wrong though. Don't make a habit of doing things like that. But sometimes you just... take a calculated risk. Not when you've got this trailer. It's definitely one time when you don't want to be doing that. So, literally we should have no problem now in the getting the planter that I want. None at all. You can easily afford that and then some. So then, we've got spreaders. We've still... the one thing I would like to buy is the better sprayer. That sprayer is a good starting sprayer, but it's 15 metre spread is, well, it is when you can get the 28 metres or even the 40s, but I'm not going to get the 40 for this Let's Play. That's alright for massive fields, but I was watching. Oh yes, I saw you. Oh, getting what I've got behind me. Not actually going to fill it, but I am just going to see. Oh wow! So almost 2 loads, and that is where I'm going to leave it. Oh wow! I've got a minute left on my timer. That is good going. So there we go. Right, that's quite good. 163,000. We bought the farm. Good, excellent progress. Well, in my eyes, anyway. I don't know what. For playing seasons on a first year with almost tempted to buy field 17. Actually, no, yeah, 163,000. Go on, let's do it. Right. Next time we are going to get the digestate and we will still be able to afford the equipment, but that is it. That's it. It's just that we all know that with seasons, if you don't have a good spread of fields, to be honest, with you only getting the one harvest, especially on an English map, then to be honest, that's your lot. So I do need a few fields, to be truthful. So how many arables have we got now? We have 33, 32 and 17. Yeah, I think that's quite reasonable. 3 decent arables. If I had got enough, maybe field 4. I don't know, the entrance to that's over that side. I think I'd want to try and stick my fields to close by. I wonder where the entrance to that one is. 31. Is it on the main road? Let's just have a quick look. This is the last thing we're going to do. Just to see where that field entrance is. So field 31. I think it's going to be on this main road. Whoa. Like that one there, I would say. surely on the left hand side here, surely. No. Yes, it is. It's just at this very far side. Let's jump the gate and have a look for future prosperity. So certainly can't afford it now. How much is it, just out of interest? It's a big field. 224. Right, smashing. And that is where we're going to leave it. I think personally we've done very well on how far we've come within one season, and we are beginning to shape up for approaching the entrance to year 2. 3 arable fields that we're going to start with, so we've need 3 that we're going to sow, the grass fields still to carry on with, and the animals approaching. I mean, they're doing very well. As I said, the manure that you get from the animals can be a huge asset, to be truthful. So yeah, so on that note, I'd just like to say thank you very much for watching. Thank you for sharing this journey with me. It's truly I'm enjoying it. Thank you very much, and see you again. Bye.